right, everybody, welcome back. Golden Tea Lounge. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Hopefully you are sitting somewhere watching with cold beverage because it feels like this week has been longer than most. It is the final day of new tea, new pin previews, all new tee boxes, pin positions on all 5 of the brand new 2020 courses. Play it right now if you got a Golden Tea Home Edition or a location near you. Get out there, play, go to goldentea.com. You can check out the locations area of the GT Caddy app as well. But we are finally happy that it's Friday. You guys are playing the tees a lot. You guys are enjoying it. You guys have been sharing your feedback, so we are appreciative of that. Excited. Also, forgot to hit play random tees. So we'll play random tees. Jamaica Bay hole 1. This is going to be just similar to Dodge City. Tough. It gets a little tougher. It goes from a drivable hole to more often than not a non-drivable par 4. Very interesting way to kick off and get great shot points. I would say Jamaica Bay is probably in the middle in terms of the craziness and creativity when it comes to those new tees. Adam Bum, how's it going? Thanks for joining. So hole 2, this one is drivable par 4, still drivable. Lots of different looks here. This one is actually a tougher look because you've got to go around the trees. Some of the newer looks will get you a bit closer and to the pin where you don't do that and hit the tree. But at least I'm still dry. Oh, that would have been nice, nice little recovery there. See, the last couple days we've been playing in stats play, but this time I decided to do a glory contest so we could see a few names on the leaderboard, see if we recognize anybody. Say hello. Hole 5, this is a fun par 5. You probably wondered for the longest time, why was there 2 major fairways? Well, now you know. This one, you're going to have to play around some of those trees. But not too bad of a setup. Just got to crush an A1 out there. And then you're going to want to make sure that you do have a few trees you're going to have to hit around. Just got to be careful. And you'll get that eagle pretty easy. Hole 5, this par 4 gets pretty long, especially in some of the contest tees. You pretty much just want to punch it out there. I'm going to try to go around to the left. You could also hang back and hit it maybe 150, 200, and then go over the trees. But in this instance, I'm just going to hit a terrible shot and hit the trees for the second time today. Didn't hit that out as far as I wanted to. Can he hole it out for the eagle? No, that's alright. Or excuse me, hole it out for the birdie. Now this is a pretty gentle change for the hole 6 par 3. I've seen a lot crazier of tees, and that's the fun thing. I've said this the last couple of days, but it's true. You know, we started the random tees or the new tees in the springtime in Golden Tee 2018. Of course, increased it in 2019. and I would say almost more than doubled it in 2020. So it's going to take a lot of gameplay before you see repeats of some of those tees, or before you can say that you've seen them all. Some of them are going to look somewhat similar to previous tees. You're going to see a lot of new pin positions with those as well. But a lot of golden tee before you can say that you've seen all the new tee pin combos. Now, one hole that I've heard hasn't changed much here, and it doesn't matter because this always bites me, is this drivable par 4 hole 8, our design hole winner. I'm going to just punch a 10.5 degree driver because at this point I don't want to get cute with it. I just want it on the green and putting in for some form of an eagle. Surprised I didn't put that in the water because I have maybe 4 and 10 track record here with this course. Hoping to have a design a hole update, the 2021 contest winner, next week. We'll let you guys know as I Drano. Nice little hole-in-one there to make up for the couple mistakes I had earlier, but that's okay. I think we've actually had a hole-in-one on almost every stream today, or excuse me, this week. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Not a bad way to end after some silly mistakes in the beginning there. Now, hole 10, this one we've talked a lot about. This was a par 5 that is now a drivable par 4. 10.5 degree driver is going to come in here very nicely, but you got to be careful that you don't clip those trees. So that's why I didn't really move the tee or anything. I want to just be putting in for that eagle. The other fun thing is that you have hole 10, which is a drivable par 4 now, and then you also have a typically much easier look here at hole 11. This one you used to have to hit a lot. Oh, look at that. Boom. This one you used to have to hit through the trees or around the trees a lot. This one, well, as you can see, clearly much easier this time because we just nailed it, which is typical me. Silly mistake on 2, silly mistake on 6, I believe, and then 2 hole-in-ones to get back on par pace, which is, well, let's be honest, it's sad. But that's how it goes. It's been a long week, a good week, a lot of stuff going on. A lot of good stuff that hopefully we can share with you guys soon. Working on some gameplay decisions when it comes to closest to the pin and the daily contest. A lot of fun stuff. See if we can get one of those hole outs back. Now this one, hole 13, there has been opportunities to drive it. I actually overdrove it in an invite the other day. Definitely not a drivable look here. I don't care what clubs, balls, tees you're using. This one, you really just want to push it on there. If you happen to hole out for eagle, enjoy it. Just be happy with a birdie. Alright, not too much change here for hole 14. Just going to move it over a little bit to try to play that win. Probably didn't need it, but that's okay. I do appreciate the fact that I decided to play a glory contest and, you know, come on in here. Now, hole 15, this is fun because I believe we'll be able to just take the 8 wood right over those trees. This might look similar to a box or two that you saw before, but never as close as it is now. So this will be fun because it doesn't, it won't ruin your game like it could have before, or at least as much. There's also some other tee boxes that put you straight at the pin with no trees or anything in your way. You really just got to worry about the water. And then hole 16, this one, again, is one of those that can set up similar to what it was before, but also a little bit easier too. This one I like it because I can punch that driver as hard as I want, and I can still land on the first cut. And with this pin being all the way down there, I don't have to worry about trying to backspin a wood to really stop the ball. I can literally just hit the 6-wood with bite and just let them just trickle on down there for some great shot points. And all the great shot points I'm getting today, it means if I play invites later, it probably won't happen as much. And the hole 17, I appreciate this because it gets much easier, or at least for the setups I've seen. So to protect a decent game, we're just going to throw it out there and hope for the best. And hopefully 18 is an interesting look. See if we can shoot a 29 on this course. So you see now you're a little bit offset, but you don't have as many trees and whatnot to worry about. You also have that tier to work with. So the pin is not on the top tier, it's on the bottom one. So what we're going to try to do and take that driver around. Oh, backspin would have been perfect there. Damn it. That's okay, though. I will enjoy a 28 that should have been a 30. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, so 5 and 6. Or, excuse me, 2 and 5 we messed up. With 2 aces. That is, that's tough. So what we're going to do, I don't want to get in the same contest because I don't think that's fair. We shot a good score. We're on the top. We'll let the rest of those guys compete. But what we are going to do is now we will play a stats game on Jamaica. And then maybe we'll run through a quick Freaky Friday before we get out of here. And if you guys haven't seen, don't worry about the records on the score. This is my dev and production game. Those scores are only in dev. You'll never ever see them in production. I don't even think there's a Freaky Friday possible that we could make for that to be possible, so don't freak out. Yeah, that's the story of my life, is par the hard way. Alright, now I forgot to do this before, so... Oh no, it's stats, so there is no random tees. Now this is what I was starting to mention earlier. An interesting look where the tree's in your way. So I'm going to go ahead and have to hit a high tee that I maybe hit too hard. Just right. Now, par 3, I feel like a lot of the par 3s have been completely randomized with their new tees. This one can show from 255 up to 275, I believe, down to about 75. So, tons of tees. There's probably tee right behind my golfer there, too. Todd, happy Friday. Thanks for joining, my friend. All right, now this one, only 566. Much cleaner look, though. We could just punch that C3, get all the way out there, and hopefully be set up straight the hole. Try to get a nice little double eagle here. My hope is that we could potentially get a couple of hole outs that don't just fix our terrible score. Oh, I'm so glad that that green, the fairway and everything is so flat that it just rolls very gently. Now this one, I don't want to worry about potentially hitting the trees again, so I'm just going to take a driver high tee, and then I'll have a clean, possibly a 3 hybrid, maybe a 8 wood. There we go, 8 wood. Yeah, because 3 hybrid would be a little bit too much. So we'll just soft an 8 wood, see if we can get some shot points here. Now, if I was a thumber, this would be a perfect setup for me. Fortunately, I'm just going to push my wood. Oh, stop. Perfect. The problem is I don't have good thumbs, but it also doesn't help when I try to push shots straight with no pullback. It doesn't always go the way that I'm hoping for. Alright, let's see. I'm going to go at this one naked. No spin. See if we could just throw that 5 hybrid enough. Ah, just a little bit too far to the right.
You'll be happy with this. Call for 1. Putting here for eagle.
Alright, now this one, I appreciate this pin, but I'm also just going to throw it out there. I don't want to mess with it. It's too close to the green.
Nice spin. That's heading toward the hole. Call for 1 is putting.
Alright, sorry. Talking to some people. Good things, though. But I do appreciate the fact that I got the eagle. I will take it. We haven't screwed anything up yet. With 1 not being drivable, it does change the pars a little bit. Now this one, I'm going to actually put roll on it because I know if I hit this too far, it's not a big deal. Actually, you know what? We'll go with release. See if we can knock this bad boy in. Oh, right past it. But the nice thing is you don't have to worry about getting it too far. You can just putt that straight down. And of course they're going to have to give me a tough look here. This one, my goal is, I'm worried that if I hit the 10.5 degree driver, I'll hit those trees. So I want to just take the 9.5, and I'm just going to punch it. It's going to be a hell of a hop. Almost could have been an ultra shot. You got to worry about the downhill a little bit, so you pull to the right, hit it out. Pull it towards the sea, it'll slow down a little bit. Although it's tough in some of those instances. Again, wide open space here for 11, so we're just going to throw this out, see if we go back-to-back aces on it. Oh, not hard enough, damn it. Now this one holds well. So far the tees really haven't changed much. I do know there are a lot of options there. I know we're going to take a look at that.
He ripped that one. There should be no problem.
But let's see. The wins and the pins. The pins for sure are interesting to see more of those right side pins.
That slight spin kept it from going too far. Golfer 1 with the blade.
But the nice thing, we're still getting that eagle.
An eagle on this par 5.
So far, so good.
Tee off. It's golfer
All right, now
1.
this one is tough. 381, so we're offset. We're offset. I'm feeling lucky. We're going to try to go for it. I missed the track ball.
That's got to get over it.
Oh, missed the track ball, but caught some fringe love. Now stop. Ah, shit. All right, this is not going to probably go in. Oh, I didn't even give that a good shot. That's disappointing. But it does make that interesting because if you're playing against your buddies at the bar, or when,
On the tee.
you know, the National GT Tour comes back, you know, that would be a very interesting course if you're playing, or a match play course. Do I use the stouts? Do I use, you know, grabbers or streaks? It's tough. Now this one, you got to be careful. This is super short. Not a lot of room to play with. Down 7, left 13. I'm just going to hit my G wedge out to the right. I have super spin, which is probably not best here. Thankfully, I played it smart. You got to realize there's probably a low chance you get a hole in one there. It's just straightforward.
The tee shot.
Play it safe. Now this one is fun because this is where you used to tee off on the right-hand side there. I did last game, had a nice clean shot at it. This time, you got to be careful because that 6-wood is so easy to hit too soft. You don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pull this back. We're going to hit it a little bit to the left. We want to make sure we push it forward hard enough that it actually hits the green. And there you go. We're putting in for eagle. Just got to be careful that you don't, don't miss your putt because if that pin gets a little closer to the edge, it could be easier for you to really screw that up. Was really hoping for another pin or another tee box here on 16. This is a little bit shorter. It's gonna put us. Oh, we're still in the first cut. That's good. It gets tricky because now we're a little bit closer. We want to obviously hit it out, but avoid the trees, which I was able to slyly do. Now, the biggest problem you got to worry about is rolling over. So what I'm going to do, I just decided to say I chucked it in the bucket of, because I just wanted to throw it out there. Now, we shot 28 last game. This is going to be the last Jamaica Bay we play before we switch over to a quick game of Freaky Friday. But I want to ace this. I got an up 9 green, a right 4 slope, a 14-mile wind to the left, and a lot of rocks behind me. Now, knowing my luck, if I hit this hard enough, I'd probably ride up the rocks and over the green. But I think I hit that out way too far. Oh, that was awful. That was terrible. I take back everything I started to say about that. I was trying to get cute with it. I was trying to be a hot shot, and that, again, I didn't pull that shot back, and I should have. Problem with pulling that shot back is if I hit it too hard, it's going to go out even farther than it already did. Now this one is a little bit tougher because you've got a lot of distance. I'm going to take a 3-wood. I'm going to hit it to the right because my thought is if I hit the tier and I ride it down, that's okay because the pin is down there. Which it almost bounced in the cup, and that's hilarious to me. Alright, so that was Jamaica Bay. New tees, new pins. Again, you've got to play these courses a lot to get those new tees and new pins. It's not something you can just do a couple times and call it complete. Shout out to 150 $8 top prize and money shot. Top prize for Freaky Friday, $320. So things are starting to normalize a bit. But we're going to play a quick Freaky Friday. It is the all-hole 4 Freaky Friday. $2,000 prize pool. Goes until 1 a.m. Central, so you still got a lot of time to get out there and play. Kick things off with a nice little par 3 from Rattlesnake Ridge. That I'll oh, there we go. I thought we were going to put the first shot in the sand. That would probably be the luck. Now, if I remember this correctly, so the way we set it up was a handful of par 3s to kick things off, and then it gets down to drivable par 4s, and then the final shot is a drivable par 5, just to give you guys an opportunity at that. Beautiful Royal Dubai. Nice little 198 8-wood shot. Nice little shot that's going to stop. Oh, wow. Okay. That was trash. Pro tip. Don't do that. Pro tip. Don't do what I did. Just hit the shot with some bite. Because clearly you screw up and then you are now... +1 after 3 bombs. Alright, so now we move on to Safari Dunes. Nice little drivable par 4. Scores have been great across the board. You're going to see a lot of your typical suspects up there. 38 under Joe Massara, 37 under Meow Chopper. Adam Harris, 36. Tony Johnson, 36. A couple 36s. A couple of mixed cases up there. Not the top guys you normally see, but that's fun. I'm also very, very thankful that Lake Powell was drivable, because this still, with the new tees, can set up just a teeny bit too long, but that's okay. It's a good way to unbury yourself from a terrible score if you screwed up early like I have. Now this one, it's tough because that pin is close to the water, so you're gonna be flirting with it a little bit, but that's okay. I figure we already played the water a little bit. Why not play it some more? Ooh, our old friend on Mayfield. A little bit of a longer look with the new tee box there. No big deal when you can chip like that. Auburn Glen. This one I've seen way too many times recently on invite contest with Brandon Robinson. Which is why I'm just such an expert at just high teeing it and just punching it over those trees. So pretty much from now on until we launch Golden Tee 2021 in the fall, we're going to have these best of series. We skipped hole 1 because although we love hole 1, a lot of them are fringe drivable or fringe on winner when they may or may not be drivable. So we went straight from 2 to hole 3 to 4. Next week will be 5. That'll be a fun one. I can't believe I'm 11 after 9, but that's okay. Had to throw Woodland Farms in there. Still, though, don't remember how to play it properly. Because then you do something like that, and then I'm probably going to water the approach. Or you just go through the trees expecting to hit all the trees, and then you literally stop at a tree. Or more trees. But the nice thing is that I hit that tree. It was gentle enough to push me in position to putt in for par. Cumberland, this is a fun one because this sometimes is not drivable. At least I've been playing that course enough in invites to know that it's technically still drivable, but it's just not easy. And I figured it was a perfect hole 11, that kind of balance of now you're getting to the back 9, you're trying to keep up with that good game, now you're going to get some of the harder holes. But that's okay. And speaking of harder holes, this is actually probably like one of the best setups I've ever seen, minus the fact that I just hit it extremely hard. Dusty Bend. This is another one. It's fun. I'm just going to go for it because what do I got to lose? Not much. I didn't hit any of the signs. Didn't hit water. Didn't hit dirt. Solid approach there. Alright, see, now you're going to get into some of these tougher setups. Now, believe me, I wish I could say I personally set these like this to be hard. I didn't. It just happens to be the luck of the draw. Turtle, this is one of my favorite courses. I believe we have some Rocky Hollow coming up too. My laptop's about to die, so we're just going to breeze through these next couple of holes. So if you see me disappear, that is why. Now, I hate Sequoia Grove almost more than anybody. It was a recent meltdown course for me in invites. But this is a fun one that's always drivable. Even with the Freaky Fridays we've done before, it's never been a tough setup. Not something you couldn't achieve. Clearly you guys are playing these, you guys are having fun and enjoying it, so we're going to keep it coming. Man, I forgot how damn hard I made some of these. Oh, look at that. No idea how in the hell we got that 9.5 degree driver over. But hey, I'll take it. Alright, I don't remember honestly what this last hole is, so hopefully we can play it. Yes, it's the drivable par 5. Oh, that's a pretty dirty look. So we are going to just softly throw it out there. What you want to do on this hole is kick it up, get it anywhere on the green, and then boom, you're putting in for double eagle to put a bullet point exclamation mark on the end of your game. 27 under, not the best score, but you can clearly see there's a lot of scoreability there. I mean, a couple, the 4 I took on hole 3 didn't help. 10 and 12 didn't help. And so there's a lot of opportunity to get out there. So you have until 1 a.m. Central Time. It is 6:01. So you've got about 6 hours, 58 minutes to get out to your favorite location. GoldenTee.com, click on Find a Game. Click on the locations of the GT Caddy app. Whatever you're doing, whether you're playing Golden Tee at home, on your mobile device, or out at a location, stay safe. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys next time.